Welcome to Chatting the Pictures. My name is Cara Finnegan, and I'm a writer, teacher, and historian of photography.
And I'm Michael Shaw. I'm a writer, a psychologist, and also publisher of Reading the Pictures.
For decades, conservatives and Christian nationalists had their way with words and images to demonize abortion and impose a powerful narrative around when and how life begins. Post-Roe, citizens are refreshingly countering that narrative.
Ted Jackson took this photograph for the AP. It shows a patient seeking an abortion at Hope Medical Group for Women in Shreveport, Louisiana, holding up her ultrasound photo. The woman is 9 weeks and 4 days pregnant. The photo was taken on Wednesday, July 6, 2022, nearly 2 weeks after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Although the clinic expects to be shut down at any moment, a temporary restraining order has allowed it to continue providing abortion services.
This is a really compelling appropriation of the ultrasound image to challenge what it is we really see in these images. Often these images typically are shared or posted or discussed as the quote, first baby picture. But in this case, the woman is using the ultrasound of very early pregnancy to show that in fact, this isn't a baby, it's a fetus. And she has arrived at this clinic to make her own choice about what to do about that.
It's quite the symbolic pushback. This photo boldly challenges the matter-of-fact way the pro-life movement and unknowing couples in general have come to associate an ultrasound image with a human life. At 9 weeks, there's no such thing. And even through 25 weeks or so, through most of the second trimester, what you've got is not a heartbeat, but fetal tissue and electrical signals that can also be demonstrated in a petri dish.
It's really a nice reversal of the trend of anti-choice forces. For example, the so-called crisis pregnancy centers and some state laws that mandate that the pregnant person must be shown ultrasound images. The idea being that once you see this picture, you will change your mind about having an abortion. We see here that that's not the case, that this woman is accessing reproductive health care to do what she needs to do for herself and her body and her family.
Yes, the photo conveys defiance. The woman is asserting herself with the printout. What you're seeing here is this ironic framing of the woman disembodied because she's holding up the picture. But in fact, what it's doing is putting the cellular material in the scan in her custody.
The image shows that there's something going on in this woman's body. It's not separate from it. Commentators have noted that in the recent Dobbs decision, the idea of the person who is pregnant hardly appears at all. And in addition, after the Dobbs decision, a Montana state legislator stated on a podcast that the uterus has no purpose for the woman. It just exists merely to serve as a vessel for pregnancy. So the fact that she's holding the image in her hand is as though she's saying, this is an image of my body. It doesn't belong to you. It's not separate from me. I am not a vessel.
So what we have here, part of an overwhelming trend since Roe was overturned, is a vigorous counter to the anti-abortion narrative. Almost overnight, what we've witnessed is the disappearance of softer terms like pro-choice or apologetic phrases like make abortion safe, legal, and rare. Instead, people are getting much bolder in reclaiming the pro-abortion language and the pro-abortion imagery. In essence, then, what we're seeing in this picture is someone saying the stigmatizing part out loud.